All right, what are we looking at here? Yeah, that's a map of Texas. But if you zoom in a little bit, and then if you look at this sign right here, can you see that? The geographic center of Texas. But not really. The actual geographic center of Texas is 5 miles that way. So 5 miles this way. But couldn't put the sign there because it's all private property. Big old ranch and stuff. So anyway, geographic center of Texas, and if you can see this, all that information there, the state of Texas is a 4,137 mile perimeter with 267,000 square miles, or 7.4% of the nation's total area. And if you believe this, 15 of the states in the United States could fit within Texas with 1,000 square miles left over. And here's some interesting stuff too. Look at this. Forests in East Texas to the dry, rugged Trans-Pecos area and the West Texas around El Paso, and 90 peaks that are a mile or more in high. And look at this. 56 inches of rain along the Sabine River, and that's about as much as Miami gets. And then as little as 8 inches of rain in West Texas, which is extremely small as Phoenix, Arizona. So how about that? Texas is really a land of contrasts. Yes, it is. So the center of Texas, and the sun's going down, and I'm not going to make it to San Angelo. So I think I'm going to park at the roadside park tonight and call it a day. Want to take a look, see what it looks like? Let's go. Don't get run over. And while we're making our way just right up here to the little roadside park, I mentioned earlier that I passed by the center of Georgia. Take a look at this clip. Passed by the center of Georgia on the second walk across America. And then also on the second walk across America, I passed by the center of the lower peninsula of Michigan. Take a look at that. Coincidences? Well, let's take a look at the roadside park and see if this would be a nice place to stay for tonight. Okay, yeah, I think this is actually going to be a good one. In fact, I think this is one of the best roadside parks that I've been to. It's tucked back out of the way. It's on a hill. And take a look at this. It's got a little tower to view out over the Texas countryside. Let's see what we can find. All right. How about that? Huh. So San Angelo, Texas would be basically right out that way, or maybe right in towards the sun. And then there's a place called Brady, Texas, which we might be going through there tomorrow. Pretty nice. They call this the Heart of Texas Roadside Park. Well, look at that. If you were walking across America and you needed a place to stay underneath shelter, stealth camp-wise, there you go. All right, pretty neat place. So from the Heart of Texas Roadside Park, see you in the morning. Good morning. It's time to get going, but let me show you. I wanted to show these this roadside park. Texas has got some these roadside parks, and they're actually pretty nice. This is probably the best one that I've been to so far, but let's take a look at it. So these roadside parks, they have usually picnic tables and trash cans. They've all been kept up pretty well. Of course, it's not spring or summer, so it's dead. But they've typically been places that are just right alongside the road. But these last two that I've been to have sat up above the road. And this one has been the biggest one so far as space goes. It's got this extra area right here. But yeah, got the covered picnic areas, trash cans, and the guy just came this morning to empty out the trash cans. And there's no bathroom facilities, no drinking fountains typically. Those are in the rest areas. But yeah, the roadside parks in Texas are pretty nice. I went through some of those roadside parks, when I was going across the Upper Peninsula of Michigan last year on the walk. But for whatever reason, the state of Michigan doesn't allow you to stay at those roadside parks overnight, unlike Texas here, where you can. So pretty nice things. If you're traveling through Texas, these roadside parks they're pretty close to each other. You don't have to drive for hours and hours and hours. So we're heading south, southerly that way towards Brady, and then we're going to cut over west, go towards San Angelo. Probably will go through San Angelo, and then depending upon light and how long I dawdle, might go down to Fort Stockton, and then the next day we'll go into Big Bend National Park. How's that sound? Here's the Rio Grande River. There's Mexico. Let's see if I can throw this rock across over into Mexico. 1, 2, 3.